Dear guys, in the before's video, I had shown you how to create this website. Okay, so um, I've created the website, but there are some things that are incomplete, like the contact pages, and there are some other additional pages that are incomplete. So I will show you how to create the remaining of the website. Okay, so stay tuned, guys, and keep watching this video. Also, you see that this thing has to be adjusted a bit, so I'll show you how it is adjusted. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. So I'm going back to my text editor and I'm going back to the li, and so what I've changed is the width to 100%. Okay, I was in the previous video I was showing you how to design a website using HTML. Okay, so basically what I've done is now I've changed some part of the code to 100% the image. So now what happens is that it is taking the entire width. So you see over here it is taking the entire width. So let us check properly what has to be done. Okay, so if you see the first image, we have not made any changes in the topmost image. Here in Indo, we have made a small change, but it seems that this part is being overlapped with the blue thing. So we will check accordingly what has to be done. Okay, so let us make changes in the indoor part. I'm pressing Ctrl F and typing in for indoor. So the second result is what I'm looking for. So here we see that the width is defined as 250 pixels. So I'm putting 100% to see if that will help. Okay, so let us refresh the page and check. So for Indo, we still see that the same problem is occurring. So let us change it once again. Let us put the height also as 100% and see if there is any changes. So we don't see any satisfactory result. What I can do is that I will place it as it is showing in semi outdoor. Okay, but we need to check one more thing. So the screen zoom is was 125, so in 100% we need to check how it is looking. So it seems that the design for semi outdoor looks to be fine compared to the other ones. So let us see what is there exactly in semi outdoor. So in semi outdoor, first of all there is a p tag followed with an image tag. Okay, so basically I'll do the same thing for the other one also. And in semi outdoor we see that there is 100 height and 100 width. Okay, so let's see if that makes any changes. So 100% height, pixels height, and 100% width. So and here there is no BR. So we'll remove the unwanted BR, and BR means a break in the next line. Okay. So let us see in Indo. So there it seems to be better, but I'll just resize it a bit because I find the height is too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make changes in the height. I'm going to make this around 70 pixels. Let me try refreshing. So there you see, now it is looking perfectly fine. So let us see semi outdoor. Semi outdoor also looks fine, but the width is not 100%. Okay, so let's try making the width to 100%. Okay, the width is 100%, but the thing is that the size for the images are different. Okay, so this image is different, this image is a square one. So in this third image we see that we cannot read the text. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make changes so that we can read the text. So I'm going to place the text before. Okay, so I've made the changes. Let's refresh and see whether, yes, now we can clearly read the text. Okay, so now let's make the same changes for buses too. So let's go to buses, and here we have buses written down. So I'm going to press Ctrl X and paste it on top, okay, so that the text is placed just before. Let us refresh and check to see if things are fine. um, it seems that the buses is not looking fine because it is not matching the layout that is for that when compared to the other images, then it's not looking fine. So let us see what we can do about it. Again, we will try to decrease the height, okay, so 70. Let us try refreshing and see if it looks fine now. Okay, it's looking better. So let us see taxi tops now. Let us scroll below. Here we have taxi tops, and so I'm going to press Ctrl X and I'm going to paste it above the image. Let us save. So now I'm going to refresh and see if that solves the problem. Yes, so it has solved the issue. And here there is mall. So mall's design is so looking okay. So just let me confirm. Let me confirm by changing the device width. Okay. So this is what it will look like on a big screen. So the design is a bit better, okay, than before. So now we will try changing the other pages, okay. We will design the contact page and so on. So guys, the next step in creating this website is to search for a contact us page, okay. So I'm going to going to create a proper contact us page. So it will help customers send me emails, okay. The person who is handling the website, you can just set an email in the code and the emails will be sent to that particular email ID. So I'll show you how that is done. But before we just um, you need to search for a contact us form, okay. So what I'm going to do is going to go to bootstrap contact us, okay. So here there are several examples, okay. So you can go for any one of them, but the one that I personally like is linked in the description, okay. So you can do some research and search for some relevant forms like this. You can just go through some bootstrap templates, okay. This is a tutorial. Here there are several contact us forms, okay. So you can go for anyone you like. So here I'm going for, let's see what is there in this. So here there are some contact us forms, okay. So since this one is similar to what we are using, the template that we are using, the color looks similar and it looks really good, okay, this contact us form. So I'm planning to use the same contact form, okay. So let me try clicking on this link and see where it goes. So I'm just trying to search for an option to download it and nothing else. So here's the download link. I hope it gets downloaded soon. Here we see that the template is being downloaded, okay. So let us pause this video and after I'll get back when the download is complete, okay. So guys, we have finally the file downloaded over here. Here is the file. I hope you can see it. So let us go back and go to the folder. So I'm going to the folder where it is downloaded. I'm cutting this, Control X, cut. I'm going to my website folder. I'm going to paste it there, okay. So I'm just creating a new folder saying contact form. I just pasted in the form. Let's see what happens. So there are some separate layouts. So I'm just deleting the unwanted files, okay. I'm not sure whether this looks like an important file. So let me delete this. I'm just going to go for the first one. Open with Chrome. Let's see what happens. So I was not looking for this contact form. Okay, so let us check the other ones. Okay, this is also a good one, but I don't want this one too. So let us see the third one. Okay, so this one looks like a good one, but I'm not sure because what I seen on the website was totally different. Okay, so let me just confirm what was the correct one. Okay, so I've just saved a link. Okay, so it seems that I was on the wrong page, so it looks like I've downloaded the wrong one. So I'm just going to select the correct one. Here we see the file downloading. Okay, let's go back to the folder and cut this. Go to desktop and my website. So I'm just deleting the existing one because that is the wrong one. I didn't need this one. I'm pasting. I'm going to extract here, and here we have some contact forms layouts. So let us see this preview. Okay, so let us see on open with Chrome. So this was the contact form that I was wanting to download. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so guys, I found the relevant one that I needed, but let me go and just rename this, and then we will copy this outside. Okay, I'm just renaming it to contact us, and I'm going to cut paste. Okay, it outside, and just make sure that you're not replacing any files. So let us run this page and see, just open it and see whether it is working still or no. Okay, so we see that the contact us page is working fine. Okay, and it should be linked fine. So let me go ahead and delete this folder, this contact us folder, because I don't need it anymore. I've copied the important files from it already. You need to always be careful when deleting files. Okay, so here I'm deleting the file. So let us refresh and see. Okay, so now the next step is to create a link to the contact us page. Okay, so let me open the index file, and where contact us is showing. So here we are going to create a link. Okay, so for creating a link we need to put in a href equal to contact us.html. Okay, and I'm going to close the contact us tag too. Okay, I'm just going to wrap the li in the a tag. Okay, okay, so sometimes there is a problem in saving this, so I'm going to open with brackets and with Adobe Dreamweaver and then save it. Okay, so I've just copied it. I'm going back to my file. I'm opening it using Dreamweaver. Okay, I'm pasting it over here. Okay, so where it says contact, so I'm just replacing this with the a tag, wrapping it. So now let me try refreshing the page, the home page. So I go to index and press contact us, so we see that the page is linked properly. So I'm just closing the unnecessary tabs to avoid any confusion. So the next step is that what I'm going to do is that I'm trying to just import this particular header. Okay, in the contact us page. Let us open the let us open the index.html and just check. Okay, let us include the header bar. So here it is, including this to the contact us page. Here's the contact us. This is not our contact us, so let us go back to the contact us page. We'll open the folder, and here we'll open it with using bracket. Let's see if it works. So just above everything, I'm just going to paste in the header. So one more thing we need to copy is this. Okay, the style menu and all these things. Okay, so just copy everything. Okay, that is relevant for the CSS menu. So I'm just pasting in. Let us see by refreshing the contact us page what happens. Okay, so we see that the file has been included properly, but now there is some other problem in loading the file. There is an image supposed to be there here, but it's not loading. So let us see if there are any console errors. Okay, there are no console errors, so we might have to try undoing the changes, because what we'll do is we'll try to undo the changes and see, or what we can do is we will load this the CSS in the start. Okay, so let's see if that helps, so that the CSS is not overridden. Okay, still no changes. So let me try once again. I'm just undoing everything, and now let's see whether the page is working fine. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will slowly copy paste the changes. So first let's just copy this once again. We are copying the div that was there above. Okay, so let us now refresh the contact us page and see if anything happened. Okay, the menu items have been added, but there is no CSS applied. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to paste in the CSS. Okay, we'll just paste in, copy paste in one by one the changes. So let us just copy this and see whether that is making any change. So here's the header. So let us see if this was. So you see that the header is changed, but it is come over here, so it is not looking proper. Okay, so let me copy in the next CSS, that is these two. I'm just going to copy one by one and we will refresh and see. Okay, so there is some better change. So let us copy the remaining one by one. So here it is, just copying this part too. Pasting it on the same sequence. So now I'll refresh and see whether it's going to help. So this did not help. So let us try copying this one too and see if that helps. Now let's see by refreshing the page. Okay, the problem is that something in this file is trying to there is some conflict, okay, in this particular CSS. So what we'll do is that we'll try to load the CSS later or something and see if that helps. So let me paste it in the body, just where the body tag ends, but that did not help. Okay, so let me try pasting it somewhere else. Okay, I'm not sure whether it is going to solve the problem, but let us try and see. So just paste it right in above because it will then be overridden by the other CSS. Let us try and see now. Okay, the image is still not loading. Okay, so now we need to find a solution for this. So let us press inspect element, and now we see that we need to see what is wrong. Okay, let us try going to the CSS file and seeing what is inside exactly. So there is not a much of a. So guys, I'm going to go to the CSS file. I've opened the CSS file and we see that there is very little CSS, okay, in this file. It is just 21 lines of code. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to comment out some parts and see like which part is creating the problem. So I've commented out the first part. Let us refresh the page and see if it helps. Okay, you see that it has solved the problem. The thing was that the background and the background image was conflicting. Okay, so here you see that there was another image that was conflicting with the blue scooter background image. Are you getting it? So the next step is that I am going to rename all this. I'll have to also put in a break because here there are some Facebook links that cannot be seen properly. So let us go back to the index file and see the contact us page. Now let's go to body. So here's the end, but we need to go to the body start. So here's the navbar getting over. So I'm just going to put in a break here, br. So this will put in some spaces. Okay, it will just leave a blank line between this. So let's see. So it is now looking better. So we have added the contact us page. Okay, what we need to do is um, we need to put in some PHP code that will help us send us the email. Okay, so as for now I can say that the design for the contact us is completed except for some things that need to be removed. Okay. Okay guys, so further in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how the contact us form works. Okay, so basically I'm going to create a PHP file. So here's the PHP file template. So using the PHP mail function, I'm going to send the email to myself. Okay, so you have to just enter in your email, okay, over here, the person who you want us to send the email, and here's the message variable, and here are the headers. Okay, so since there are email subject and message, I'll be creating three variables over here too. Okay, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use dollar underscore post in PHP to get the variables. Okay, so it's a really simple procedure. I'm sure you'll be knowing this. You need to be a PHP developer to understand. I will link this PHP code in the description or in the blog post so that you will able to create this same file. Okay, otherwise you can just pause this video and have a look at what I'm typing. So I'm just taking in the variables from post. Okay, So here I have my template ready, and so here I'm just going to type in, I'm just going to put in the variables. Okay, it may be confusing for new people, but it is easy. So I'm going to type in email subject and the message itself. Okay, so I hope things are fine. I'm copying one by one all the variables. Okay, so we just need to check the closing tag. Okay, so here it seems that we don't need to concatenate any more text. So this is how I'm just going to put in a dash to avoid confusion. Okay, so here we have a message. The subject is going to be contact us, and this is all these three variables are what the customer types. Okay, okay, so our mail function is ready totally in PHP. Now I will show you how the variables are sent. Okay, so we are just going to use the jQuery post method to send these variables. Okay, so after the message is sent, an email will be received on joeljfernandez@yahoo.com. Okay, so let us go and open our contact us.html file. Okay, so here is the code. So I'm just going to create some jQuery code, some script code. Okay, so I'm going to put it after jQuery is loaded. First of all, we need to take the values from email subject and message. Okay, so let us get that done first. So just check what is the ID for every field. So for email it is contact email, contact subject and contact message. Okay, so let us create three variables inside the script tags that I just created. So var equal to dollar. So dollar is for jQuery. Okay, so if you are getting the values using jQuery, you need to use the .val function. Okay, so you get the values, and here you just need to type in the ID. So you have to type in the ID in single quotes. Okay, so we will just make three variables as we require. Okay, so one will be contact email, contact subject and contact message. So here we have it. We have created three variables. I'm just zooming this dash to avoid any confusion. So what we are going to do is we are just going to, okay guys, so we should be able to take the values in variables. Okay, like this. So guys, let me define a function. Okay, so when the send button is clicked, the email will be sent. Okay, the variables will be sent to the particular URL. So I'm defining a function. So I'm defining it as send mail. Okay, so this is just a simple JavaScript function. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this code inside the function, and then I'm going to use the $post method to send the variables. Okay, so I'm copying the $post method from my some other project. So here this is what it looks like somewhat. So it is a really simple function. So basically I'm going to call the php mail.php in the URL. Okay, we just need to set the path for the mail.php file that we have created just before. And so it will be your website. So this is how you will have to link the mail.php file to the current file, that is the HTML file. You can link it using this method. You have to just mention the URL, okay, for the PHP file, and then you need to make sure that the values that are being passed are the same. So you need to pass in the variables using this curly brackets and putting a comma, and here you need to mention each parameter, okay, what are you sending. So there should be 3 parameters that you are sending: the customer email, and okay, so you will have the contact email here. Similarly, you have to send the subject, and I'm removing this last comma and putting in the message here. So guys, let me rename all this. So I'm naming this to subject, message. So I'm just putting some spaces so it is not confusing. So we need to make sure that the same name is in the mail.php file, okay. So it seems that all the names are the same, okay. So this is how the file is set. So now the next thing we got to do is we need to just mention some alert over here, or you can just keep it blank for now. You can say alert message sent successfully, okay, as a success message. This is a success function, by the way. You can change the alert messages as per your needs, okay. You can use awesome toast messages that is shown in my other tutorial. You can just check that out, maybe, and that is a very good example to send to show very nice alerts, okay. It is a better way to show alerts. Okay guys, but now to test this code I will have to upload it to my server, okay. So I will link this code in the blog post below. I will link a blog post for sending mail to using the contact us form, okay. So you can refer that post and learn the full example. Basically you have to, this code should be working right now, but you can try it by yourself. You can pause the video and type out this function and see whether it is working or not, okay. So I'm just going to refresh it very soon and see. One thing is remaining, that we, on the click of this send message, the function should be called, okay. The function's name is send mail. So on the click, so we are just going to put in on click and pasting in the function name, so it will be called, okay. So I'm just putting a test alert so that I come to know that the function is called, okay. So let me refresh the page and test. So you see that the function is being called successfully. So you will get some error maybe now, because now contact.php is not working, okay. So because there is no website called contact.php. So as of now I put a wrong link. You see that the URL that is passed here is yourwebsite.com. This link is totally wrong. Okay, so you need to update it using your own link. Okay, so we are all done for the contact page. Okay,